How's it going, everybody? I am Donut. This is, of course, a Black Lives Matter, all cops are bastards, and trans rights supporting channel. If you're not supporting that shit, get the fuck off this channel. This is Broad City Season 3, Episode 2. What the hell is this one called? I don't know, I didn't check. Okay, this episode is called Co-op, which, considering last season we had the entire cell phone thing that was extremely outdated even for when it aired, I feel like we're gonna get an extremely outdated, even for the time it aired, video game related plot this time. That is my guess. I don't have anything specific. Maybe that Bevers will be trying to get them to join him on a game, specifically Abby and Alana, because they need 2 more people for something. That's my only guess. Alright, not what I was expecting on the title being co-op, but yeah, this is a very fitting plot, especially for in Season 3 now that we understand the characters so much. It is, like, this episode is all about them switching their roles, and then also having this, like, antagonist at the end who feels like a super villain with the Grand Master was her name as well. And, you know, she just comes out and just, like, lays into them with all their faults and all their, like, the false, like, ideals that, especially, like, this is a very, like, Alana-focused episode. This was more so we always sort of beat down Abby and then raise up Alana in a meta sense where, you know, you are supposed to be feeling sorry for Abby and then you are supposed to be laughing at Alana having this insane amount of confidence out of nowhere. It just comes out of her ass. And, like, yeah, this episode, I feel like, really buckled down onto that and, like, really was the going into the Alana is a shitty person and Abby ends up being a shitty person by just being with her a lot. But then also the beginning of the episode with the cold open, you know, Abby just destroying their ball and getting hyper aggressive. We've seen that a lot in Season 1 as well, where she will just start, like, she will be the aggressor, she will be the one that is immediately hyper aggressive towards whatever person they're talking to. And so, yeah, I think this was much needed to, we understand their characters enough now that we could do this and really boil it down so much. And just, like, all the idiosyncrasies of each character, getting, you know, to see them do it, each of them playing up it. Like, the smile was a great one. I didn't even think about that, but as soon as Alana started doing the smile and she was trying to get it right and everything, and everything, I was curious to how they were going to do this. Like, you know, the look, obviously, but the personality, was it going to be comedic in the sense that, like, oh, is this how Abby sees Alana, or is it going to open as a big bird? Or is it gonna be that you know, she actually is doing, like, it's funny because it's a good acting job. She is doing a good job at being Alana. These kind of episodes can really go either way, and so I'm glad they went with the latter in that, because that is always funnier to me when the actors are good enough to be able to emulate each other's bits. I will say that though, but Alana, I don't think she did as good of a job emulating Abby, which I do think is in universe. That makes sense, you know. I don't think that is a thing on Alana's actor. I think that is an in universe. It makes sense that Alana, as much as he loves Abby, is not able. She does not pay attention to the little idiosyncrasies as much as Abby feels very, like, you know, neuroatypical. You know, she's very neurodivergent. You know, she seems like that. She seems like she is picky. She's always stressing about what everybody's thinking about her and everything, whereas Alana is not thinking about that in any way whatsoever. So Abby is able to both, you know, do all this, like, accurate stuff about herself, about Abby, saying it in the third person, and then also about Alana, and she's able to keep them both pretty consistent. There's only, like, 2 times where she messes up throughout the episode. I think that is, you know, it is worth noting that Abby is that skilled to be able to do that. And, like, Abby is just the kind of person where, I don't know what it is about her. She is, for the most part, pretty nice. And then just, like, anybody that she tries to talk to immediately hates her. She can make no friends ever. And Alana can just be a straight up asshole to somebody and they'll love her. You know, it's just how it goes. And the look of Abby in Alana's outfit was amazing. I mean, one, Abby is just, she has got that thickness, so getting her in the half shirt and, you know, focusing on her ass so much and everything, very much so pretty appreciated. Love it. But we also finally got some development with the Lincoln and Alana stuff that we knew was going in a direction like this. Not necessarily in this conclusive direction, but somewhere in this direction. We knew it was going for a while. And now Lincoln was the one who, made the first move in terms of sleeping with somebody else, in terms of pushing her, what she said that she would be fine with it. Is she actually going to be fine with it? And then in the end, she is. And I like that. It seems like she has this very hypocritical reaction at first, which is very usual for her to have an extremely hypocritical reaction. But no, in the end, it's all good. It's all safe. And yeah, talking about it on the couch at the end there, I totally agree. Absolutely. Have sex platonically with your friends. You can, be in an open relationship. It is totally comfortable. I am poly myself, so I am. I can speak for it, and then I feel like most people probably. But there ain't shit wrong with it, especially like the casual nature of it. It is so much better when it's casual and not just a hell of a lot of drama around it and everything like that. And yeah, I appreciate having that representation in this show. It's great. Also, I just noticed that Abby had the necklace with the pocket knife, and it was pocket knife, the knife part in while she was wearing it, but then while Alana is wearing it throughout the whole episode, it is knife out. It's very, indicating of their personalities. But yeah, Lincoln is such a teddy bear. Him talking about this relationship does not sound like he hooked up with it is not the normal oh, I hooked up someone we had sex. I wasn't even expecting him to say they had sex at that point, because he's such the parts that mattered the most to Alana were the she you let her finish first, and then you cuddled, you were the small spoon and everything. Those are the things that affected her the most. Not even that they had sex, which is that he is being more open, he's being cuter and everything. And boy, that giant. Also, I just realized that giant blood tat, I'm pretty sure chocolate chip cookies on it. Are you smoking chocolate chip cookies, or are you just eating those? I don't know. Yeah, I also equally will do literally anything before I have to go to the doctor. Just I don't want. It's not that it's just scary, man. It's like the dentist, It is a fear. I'm just I know. The dentist is more I know I'm going to have to go there, and then they're going to poke around in my mouth, and it's uncomfortable, and I don't like it. The doctor is a worry. The doctor is Alana clearly knew that she had to get shots and everything here, but most of the time it is I am bad, and so my body is bad in some way, and I need to go to the hospital, and I'm afraid of what that's going to entail. I, as a kid, accidentally pulled a cord of a VCR, fell on my head, split my head open, and started bleeding a bunch, the skin on my head and everything split open and started bleeding a ton. It was pouring down my head. I had to get stitches and everything. I had to do MRIs and everything. But even before all that, just when the VCR hit my head, I was bleeding. There was blood pouring down my face, and I was begging not to go to the hospital just because I was it's gonna hurt more to get stitches. Can't it just heal up naturally? And they're no, it's just a giant gaping wound. But I have always been like that. I want it to just go away on its own. I know it's not going to, but I can't help but feel like that. I hope we can get to see more of the Alana and Lincoln, relationship. We haven't gotten, a whole lot of the relationship stuff in quite a while. Even in season 2, there was not much there at all. Some casual stuff, but nothing really moving it forward too much. So I really hope to see some more of that. That is what I am most curious about. I will see you guys for the next one. Until then, get the fuck out of here.